Okay, so today we will be discussing brachial plexus. So, what is the meaning of plexus? First, let us understand what is the meaning of plexus. So, plexus means a network of nerves. So, plexus means the network of nerves. The plexus means the network of nerves. Literal meaning of plexus is the network of nerves. Okay. We understand a brachial plexus. So, brachial plexus, let us first draw a diagram, and then according to that we will be studying. So, as you can see, this is a diagram of a cow. So, if I draw here, then okay, so this is C5, C6, C7, C8, T1 and T2. Okay, so what is the what composes the brachial plexus? Okay, so what composes the brachial plexus? So brachial plexus, if I write the basic definition from the book, then it has been given in RK Ghosh, for example. It has been given that brachial plexus is composed of the ventral branches of spinal nerves. Ventral branches of spinal nerves, okay, of C6, C7, C8 and T1 and T2. Okay, so this is the definition given in the book. So, but what is the meaning of this statement? Brachial plexus is composed of or is made by, is formed by the ventral branches of spinal nerves of C6, C7, C8 and T1 and T2. So, so let me first draw some lines here like this, and this. So this is the brachial plexus. This is the brachial plexus. Okay. So what is the meaning of ventral and dorsal? So ventral means anything which faces the ground. So it is written here that ventral branches. So ventral branches means anything that faces the ground. So ventral, these are facing the ground, these are coming down. So that's why these are called the ventral branches, because they are coming downward. Okay. And these are called the dorsal branches because they are going up. So we don't have to study the dorsal branches, we just study the ventral branches, because these ventral branches form from the brachial plexus. Okay. So where this brachial plexus is situated? It is situated here. So what is this location called? So this location, brachial plexus, I will write it in short as BP. So I can write it as BP. Okay. So brachial plexus is situated or located in between the shoulder and sorry, between the shoulder and the anterior aspect of thorax. And between the shoulder and anterior aspect of thorax. Okay, it is easy. Okay, so this is the exact location of brachial plexus. Okay, so let us now understand how are these spinal nerves formed, ventral branches of spinal nerve formed. So for this I will draw another diagram of a cow like this. So suppose that this is the vertebral column and this red structure here is the spinal cord. This red structure here is the spinal cord. Okay. Okay. So we take a cross section here, transverse section or cross section. So if we study it in detail, so it will look something like this, somewhat. It will look something like this. So I will explain each and every structure which I am drawing here. Just wait a minute. So let me draw these. Wait a second. Hmm. I'll explain each and every structure. I know this is looking somewhat dirty, but no issues. Okay. So let us understand this. So what are these structures? So this is a transverse section of spinal cord. Transverse section of spinal cord. Okay, transverse section of spinal cord. Okay. So this is a transverse section of spinal cord, and this looks cylindrical. Spinal cord is cylindrical structure. Is a cylindrical structure. Okay. So we have to focus here on these structures. These structure. We have to focus the structure which is given in the circle. Okay. So let us focus here. So these are called dorsal rootlets. These are called ventral rootlets. Dorsal rootlet and ventral rootlet. So let us understand these terms. Dorsal means anything which faces the sky. So this faces the sky. This is the section of spinal cord. So these rootlets means the small nerves, network of small nerves, the various small nerves, branches of small nerves which are arising from the dorsal aspect of spinal cord. These are the rootlets or branches of nerves which are arising from the ventral aspect of spinal cord. Okay? So these join together. These now here join together like this and like this. These join together to form dorsal root ganglion, and here these join to form ventral root ganglion. So what is ganglia or ganglion? Ganglia or ganglion is a collection of nerve cell bodies in peripheral nervous system. So in central nervous system we call them nuclei. Okay. So this is now, but spinal cord is a part of CNS. Earlier they were called ganglia, so now they are called nuclei, dorsal root nuclei and ventral root nuclei. But since the convention is taken in this manner only, dorsal root ganglia, so we tell them as dorsal root ganglia only. Okay. So now these dorsal root ganglia, they form the spinal nerves. This is the spinal nerve. This structure here is the spinal nerve. The structure is the spinal nerve. Okay. So this is the spinal nerve, and these spinal nerve after formation bifurcates into a dorsal spinal branch, dorsal spinal nerve or spinal branch, and ventral spinal branch. Okay. So this is done. Okay, now wait a second. So we studied till here this much. Okay. So why I told taught this structure? Why I told this structure? Because we need to understand from where does the ventral spinal branch came from. Where does this ventral spinal branch came from? Okay. So it came from here. Chalo. So let's move on to the next topic. So that is the branches of brachial plexus. The branches of brachial plexus. The branches of brachial plexus. Okay. So there are 12 major branches. 12 major branches. Okay. So this is in itself an MCQ question, objective question. 12 major branches. So let us start from the starting. So first is two scapular nerves. Two scapular nerves. Okay. So two scapular nerves. So if we talk about two scapular nerves, then what happens? First nerve arises from the cranial, that is towards the head, aspect aspect of cranial aspect of brachial plexus and then passes to the lateral aspect of scapula. So this one is called suprascapular nerve. So first is suprascapular nerve. Okay. Next, another thin branch originates from the brachial plexus only, obviously, and supplies to the subscapular muscles. ठीक है, muscle of scapula. So subscapular muscles. So this is called subscapular muscle. Okay. No, sorry, not muscle, nerve. Subscapular nerve. Okay. So these two are done, suprascapular and subscapular. So first two nerves are done, two branches are done, that is two scapular nerves. Now if we talk, move ahead, then there are three thoracic nerves. Thoracic nerves or branches arising from the brachial plexus. Okay. So these are first is external thoracic, thoracodorsal and long thoracic. Okay. So external thoracic, it supplies to pectoral muscle, thoracodorsal supplies to latissimus dorsi muscle, and long thoracic, it supplies to long thoracic muscle. Okay, long thoracic muscle. So this is about the third one, and next we move on. So the first we studied about the scapular nerve, two scapular nerve, three thoracic nerve, and then now we will study about two scapular, three thoracic, and now we will study about one axillary. Okay, now we will study about one axillary. So one axillary nerve. Okay, one axillary nerve. So it is a thick branch. Okay, it is a thick branch. First we have to remember this, that it is a thick branch. Okay, so it is a thick branch. Axillary nerve is a thick branch, and it supplies to the biceps brachii muscle. Okay, it supplies to biceps brachii muscle. Okay, so now next we will talk about, this was about axillary nerve. So one nerve to teres major. Okay, one nerve to teres major. So if we talk about one nerve to teres major, then see, one nerve arises from the brachial plexus and supplies to the posterior border of scapula, called teres major muscle. Okay, so it supplies to teres major muscle. Okay. So this was about one nerve to teres major. So next is one musculocutaneous nerve. One musculocutaneous nerve. Okay. So one musculocutaneous nerve. See, what does this nerve do? This nerve um, okay, I'm sorry. So it forms a loop around the median nerve. Okay. It forms a loop around the oh, median nerve. Okay, it forms a loop around median nerve. Okay, and musculocutaneous nerve supplies to the muscles of neck and thorax. Neck and thorax. Okay. So this was all about the musculocutaneous nerve. Next is 1, 3, 4, not exactly comma, 3 to 4 pectoral nerves or pectoral branches. Okay. So if we talk about this, then what is the meaning of this? What I have written 1 and 3 and 4. So it is actually it is a combination of 3 to 4 pectoral nerve, but it is considered as a one. Okay, one nerve. Okay. So 1, 3 to 4 pectoral nerve supplies to pectoral muscle, as the name suggests, supplies to pectoral muscles. Supplies to pectoral muscle. Okay. Okay. Next is now next three are very important: radial, ulnar, and median branches. Okay. So let me write it: one radial, one ulnar, one median branches. Okay. Chalo. So let us make a diagram of a leg, of not leg, full limb of the cow. Okay. So let us try to make a diagram. Okay. So we'll draw something like this. Wow, it is looking like no issues. So distal end of humerus, radius, ulna, carpal, metacarpal, first phalanx, second phalanx, third phalanx. First phalanx, second phalanx, and third phalanx. Okay. Okay. So first let us talk about ulnar nerve. Okay. So what happens? Ulnar nerve. We'll talk about ulnar nerve. Ulnar nerve goes downward and backward in between the radius and ulna. Okay. So if I draw it here, then ulnar nerve goes backward and downward between the radius and ulna, passes the carpal region. These are the carpal bones. These are the carpal bones, and it detaches into two branches. Okay. So what is this? This is ulnar nerve. Okay, and these are carpal bones. Okay. Okay. Ulnar nerve and carpal bones. So let me write it here. What I just said. So ulnar nerve passes, or not passes exactly, goes downward and backwards and passes through in between the radius and ulna, then passes the carpal region, Okay, then passes the carpal region and detaches. Wait a minute. Attaches into two branches. Okay, detaches into two branches. So these two branches, one goes anteriorly and one goes posteriorly. Okay, one goes anteriorly and one goes posteriorly. Okay, so now this was a so let us understand further about the radial nerve. Wait. Okay, so let me draw it. First, let me draw the anterior aspect of the leg or a forelimb, and then the posterior aspect of the forelimb. Okay. Now the posterior aspect. Okay, so this is the anterior aspect, this is the posterior aspect of the forelimb. Okay, especially digit region. So what will happen? We are talking about the ulnar nerve. So see, ulnar nerve comes like this. This is the ulnar nerve. It is coming. Then it passes the carpal region. Suppose this passes just pass the carpal and it detaches into two branches. So it has detached. This is the digital region, and this one branch, and this is the second branch which I will be drawing here. Wait. We should draw like this and like this. So this is a digital region, and the ulnar nerve detached into two branches. So one went anterior and the other one posteriorly. Okay. Okay. So this is the path of ulnar nerve. So we have talked about the ulnar nerve. We have discussed about the ulnar nerve. So let us start now with median nerve. Okay. Let us first start now with median nerve. So median nerve. Okay. Median nerve. So median nerve goes along the radius and ulna. Again, goes along the radius and ulna. Okay, and crosses the carpal region, and then crosses the carpal region. Okay, goes along radius and ulna, then crosses the carpal region and goes posteriorly to the metacarpal region. Then goes, this I am writing with red because it is very important, posteriorly to the metacarpal region. Oh, one more thing I said here, that this is the digital, this is the metacarpal region, these are digital region. This is a digital region, these are the metacarpal region, these are the metacarpal region. Okay.